In this video, we're going to show how we can do an Orient device in Geomagic for Solidworks. So in this instance, I have a portable CMM connected to my computer. And the reason why I'd want to do this is many times you need to scan or probe data into SolidWorks directly into the coordinate system rather than the other method is just scan something and it's floating out in space and then you align later. In this instance, what you're going to do is align at the beginning and then everything comes in aligned from there on out, right? So what I'm going to do is hit connect to this device and it pops up with this window. It just takes it a second to connect. And then I'm just going to minimize that when I'm done. Don't exit out or it will disconnect the uh, device. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to probe the features that I want to use to align the part to the world coordinate system. So the first thing I'm going to do is just say I want to probe a plane. And I'm going to grab the portable CMM. And I'm going to come over here. So I just probed the first plane. I have it set up for after I probe all the points, I back off the surface and hit the red button here or back button to compensate that plane. Like that, and I back off, and then that tells the software which way to compensate the plane. We do support the other method where you do the first point vector. And so I'm going to do those and back out here. Now, when I hit accept, it will go ahead and build all those planes as surfaces inside of Geomagic for SolidWorks. So when you look at these folders, you will see that it has a sketch associated with each one. So you see there, that's how I probed them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say Orient device. Before I do so, I am going to create a coordinate system point first. So I'm going to come over here and grab these two planes and create an axis from them. And then I'm going to come grab that axis and then this plane and create a point. This is the easiest way to do it. So I actually created an origin there. Now if I come over to Orient Device, toggle over to XYZ. So 321 is plane, line, point, which again, I just created those things, so I could use that one if I want to. But I just like using XYZ better. What that does is breaks out the location from the directions for alignment. So what I can do is I can say this is the 0 point, and then I can tell it this is going to be your x-axis. No, this is going to be your z-axis, and this will be your x-axis. Now, once I do that, I can hit the checkbox. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn everything off. Just hide all these. You can do it a variety of ways. I can maximize this and just turn those off that way. Now, if I turn on the front top plane, right plane, everything that I probe from now on will come in the proper coordinate system. So now I'm going to go over to probe sphere, grab the probing device, And then I'll go ahead and probe some planes too. You'll see how they come in the right coordinate system there. So if I say to build those, you can clearly see that they're registered to the coordinate system. So I'll just go ahead and do some planes and scan just to show how that comes in as well. So I'm going to probe the bottom plane. So there's that. Now I'll just make sure that I go ahead and scan after I accept this, just to show how that comes in as well. Now if I go ahead and hit scan, and we are ready to go. So I'm not going to go ahead and scan the whole part because this primary focus here is just to show that we can align before. So this is how to orient your device before scanning. You'll notice that it keeps the original entities that you had over here in the tree, but if you want to align before you scan uh, or align before you probe, that helps a lot because it automatically comes in aligned from there. Again, orient device.